When Jesus says he makes the blind see and those that see blind, do you really think he makes anyone physically blind? If you don't walk the way I'm telling you, then you are lame. If you don't see what I show, then blind. Don't hear, then deaf. I've come to make you better if you have faith. My friend, you are dead. Your soul has fallen asleep. And I'm not talking about natural sleep. I'm talking about spiritually asleep and dead. To be an antichrist is to do things anti-Christian. If you think I'm doing something anti-Christian, what about you? Antichrist parts in the Bible is to keep me and you from being one. God healed me when I was lame. I also had to take up my mat and walk to his kingdom. Now I am home, and we're waiting for you to pick up your mat and come home also. Jesus was the only one without sin because he didn't deny his sonship. If you're not doing anything to go to heaven, and you're not doing anything to go to hell, then you are lame and on a mat because you're not doing much walking on. To be spirit-filled is a whole lot better than physically healed. Physically healed isn't going to get you into heaven. Bring me a crowd, and of them, most all need to be spiritually healed and fed. If you listen to me, I will heal and feed all of them. I am not denying my ability to physically heal. I'm just putting it into perspective of what is really important. If you really put any value on physical healings, you probably don't have the faith to receive it. There are plenty of people around that think they could have healed you and didn't have the faith for them to do it. What makes you think I can? To get sick too, as long as you have a body that is subject to corruption, is going to happen. The formula of faith to be healed supernaturally by a miracle has been around since the beginning of time. It has not changed. If God hasn't given any to you, then you need to be satisfied with the grace he has shown. His grace is sufficient. Would you rather have grace or a miracle? A miracle won't get you into heaven. His grace will. So grace is really the miracle. Who God allows me to physically heal is between you and him. I will gladly lay my hands on you to heal you, but whether you're going to be is up to God. I would just as soon heal everyone physically if God would let me, but God doesn't want me to use it to prove who I am. He doesn't want the wicked to think if they believe they will be healed. He wants them to believe to go to heaven. Compared to just a generation ago, the medical field is doing miracles. Let them handle the physically sick. I am a healer of the spirit. As Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead, or in other words, let the physical heal the physical. The good thing about being in the kingdom, whatever medically can be done for you will be, and I'll pay for it. I'll be the Good Samaritan, providing I'm your neighbor. If all you seek is a miracle to believe, then you're probably too wicked to get one. The medical profession will rob you to heal you, and you don't seem to mind. But I offer to pay for it, and because I didn't do a miracle, it's not good enough. It is I who is showing mercy and being neighborly. I don't mean to be harsh on the medical profession. I just want them to go and do likewise. If you're in the medical field and you don't take pity on those who can't afford to pay you, I'll make sure you're in the lake of fire, where no one will be able to afford to pay you. If someone is homeless and you don't look after him by giving him a place to stay until I take care of getting enough places to put everyone in, you will end up without a place to keep you. I have returned, and I require this. I will reimburse you for any extra expenses you may have if you have to look after someone else because you let someone stay with you. I will try and have them in their own place within 3 days. I don't care if you're a lawyer, teacher, doctor, or even a priest. And it doesn't matter if you have always gone to church. If you don't have pity on others from the kingdom, I will show you no pity. You won't need to cross the road to avoid someone who needs your help. You'll be on the whole other road, the one to the lake of fire. Walk with God doesn't mean to sit down on your mat and act lame. Spirit came on Jesus in bodily form. Means God came in bodily form. Some doctors are worse than robbers. They will take everything you have, and when they have stripped you bare, they will go away and leave you half dead. God is eternal. The last war is mostly a war of religion. Then Jesus is revealed to finish it with Christianity winning. It is the devil who gives different interpretations of the Bible, not God. God has only one interpretation, His. The blessing better than a healing is better than a healing, but a spiritual healing is also a blessing. Would you rather be blessed spiritually or physically healed? The stone of Lazarus has been taken away.